Hi guys, and welcome to a new video, and welcome to the channel if you're new here. I'm Ollie and this is Turner's Workshop, and in this week's video I'm currently in my mother's kitchen and we're going to be attempting to repair her oven because it stopped getting hot. Now it's a really common issue with these electric ovens. They get to a certain age and the element breaks down until it just stops working. So I thought I'd make this video about how to test the old element and how to replace it if you need to. If you call out a service engineer to come and fix this for you, they'll charge you an arm and a leg. Now it's up to you, but it's a very straightforward job and I'm sure you can do it yourself at home. If you're new to the channel, if you could do me a massive favour, give the video a thumbs up, consider subscribing if you're not already subscribed, and if you hit that alarm bell, you'll get notifications when I post new videos and set notifications to all. So let's start with a safety element, and we're going to isolate this oven from the mains, either at the consume unit or from your local isolator switch. So you need to locate that and switch it off. While we're at it, this is a perfect opportunity to give the oven a good clean because we've got to remove the back of the oven. So I've got this Dr. Magic oven and grill cleaner. I'm going to be trying it out and I'll let you know if it's any good. I'll also put a link to it in the description so you can pick some up. And by buying it through the links, you'll also be supporting the channel, so I'd really appreciate that. You don't pay any more for it, I just get a small kickback off of any sales. I've also got some of these elbow grease rubber gloves, so I thought I'd give them a go. Super strong, durable, cotton lined, and non-slip. Let's test them out. Look at them. I can't really feel any cotton inside of there. I'm not sure they are cotton lined. Oh, they're comfortable. Yeah, I like those. I got the large ones and they're still a bit tight, so I think they were designed for women's hands. Just at a guess. Let's remove the trays. And now we want to remove this back panel inside the oven. It's just 4 screws. Phillips number 2 you're going to need. So get yourself a screwdriver and remove the 4 screws. 1, 2, 3. And then remove the back panel out of the oven. And there's our element. I'm now going to show you how I give this oven a deep clean, but if you want to skip straight to the element replacement part of this video, I'll put a timestamp on the screen now. Don't breathe it in. It's not nice. But if you want to watch me choke on some oven cleaner, then keep watching. So I'm just going to put that there to soak. We'll spray these bits as well. Right, with a door, put some newspaper underneath it and give the door a good spray up. Actually, let's get a close up before. You see all that on there? Give it a good spray up until it's foamy all over. Close that up. Allow foam to work for 5 to 10 minutes, then wipe. Wait, no, that's if it's hot. Hang on. I'm following the instructions on the tin for a quick cold oven clean, but you can do it once the oven's hot as well if your element's actually working. If it's hot, you allow the foam to work for 5 to 10 minutes. If it's cold, leave it for at least 20 minutes. So, cup of tea time, I think. Obviously, if you've got grease and horrible stuff all on the outside of your oven as well, you could probably use some of that oven cleaner for the outside. Guys, take note, this is what the modern man looks like. Apparently. Look at that, lovely and clean. I'm going to do this one as well while I'm at it. Be careful of overspray as well, because it leaves a mark on the cupboards. It is horrible, but just look at this. The grease and dirt from this back panel is just coming straight off. I think that'll do. Look at that. Yeah, metal scourer on there. The oven cleaner's really loosened it up. It's been a good 20 minutes now, so let's see how it's doing. The dirt is just falling off. The oven cleaner definitely loosened up the grease from the oven door, but it still required a bit of scrubbing using a metal scourer. I was a little bit concerned about scratching the glass, but I believe this is a scratch resistant, heat-proof glass. It's more like Pyrex, so you can't really scratch it very easily. And then I just got inside the oven, like Hansel and Gretel, and gave it a good wipe out. To remove the element, there's a screw up the top here and one at the bottom. So just take them out. And this one up here. And carefully pull it through. When you pull the element through and disconnect it, make sure the wires don't go back behind this plate, or else you'll have to take the back off the oven. So I'm going to disconnect it, just pull the crimps off. I'm now going to test the resistance on both of these elements and compare them. See if we can identify a fault. This is the old one, obviously it's really dirty, and we've got a brand new one here. So if we test the resistance across the old one, 29.6 ohms, and across the new one, 29.6 ohms. So you can't actually tell that this one's gone bad just from the resistance reading. I was expecting the broken element to read a much higher resistance, being open circuit or OL, open line on the multimeter, but this wasn't actually the case, and I'll explain why I think that is at the end of this video. Let's compare the details on the old element and the new one just to make sure we've got the right one. So you can see here 2000 watts, 240 volt, that's what we want, and size wise they're identical. Now it's simply a case of getting the new element and connecting it back up. That goes on there, that one on there, and then we can carefully poke the element back through and then put our screws back in. Give the fan a quick spin, make sure it doesn't hit on anything. I also took this tube out to give it a clean, so let's put that back through there. Get your clean back plate and refit it. These have come up like new. Let's put them back in. I've also managed to find a new control knob. You can see all the numbers and stuff have rubbed off of this one. Careful with the spring. I'm going to have to clean that one now, look at the state of it compared to that new one. Power back on. And let's turn the oven on. I'm now going to attempt to set the time on this cooker. Push these two together until that dot starts flashing, and then we can set the time. And it is 4:05. Four 05 06. Now allow 30 seconds. Job done. That's definitely working. Let's briefly summarize this video then. I showed you how to test your old element, but we got the same resistance reading on the old element as we did the new one. So it doesn't really tell us whether this one's bad. And I believe that's because this must have a hairline crack inside of it, which is giving us continuity through this element. So we're getting a resistance reading off of it. But as this heats up, I reckon it expands slightly, opens up that hairline crack, which then causes it to go open circuit and stops it heating up. Because the oven was heating slightly, but it wasn't getting right up to temperature. My little niece was baking her Halloween cookies and it stopped working halfway through, so she was most disappointed. So with that being said, if your oven isn't working, I would say for the sake of £20, I think this cost, it's worth replacing it anyway. So you've got a new one in there and you can rule that out as a potential problem. That's still a lot cheaper than calling out a service engineer. If you're planning on using Dr. Magic, maybe get yourself some kind of breathing apparatus or take the oven outside if you can, because this is really horrible to use. I think they're all like that. I have used some Mr. Muscle in the past and it was very similar, probably identical, just different brand name, and this one's slightly cheaper. I used that for cleaning an inlet manifold on my old van. It works really well for that as well. But yeah, it's brought the oven up lovely. It's like new inside there now. It does say on the tin to wear safety glasses and do not inhale it as well. So do as I say, not as I do. These rubber gloves, they're great. They work really well. They haven't got any splits or tears in them, and they kept my hands nice and clean through the whole process of cleaning the oven. I would recommend those. I think that's it. I hope you found value in this video and you've managed to save yourself a bit of money by fixing your oven yourself. If you have, please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And if you click that alarm bell, set notifications to all, you'll get notifications when I post new videos. And I'll put links in the description below to anything you've seen in this video, the oven cleaner, the gloves, and this particular heating element. This is a 2 kilowatt element with 2 coils, and it fits loads of different makes and model of oven. So I would suggest checking which make and model your oven is. Check the description on the item and make sure that it fits your oven before you buy it. This was only £20 on Amazon, so really inexpensive, and it looked like a good quality part that I fitted as well. So I'm quite pleased with that. Thank you for watching as always, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Cheers guys, bye for now.